Hello everyone, I'm glad you're here today. Let me ask you something simple. Have you ever picked up a jar of pickles or tomato sauce in your kitchen and suddenly it feels like your hands don't have the same grip they used to? Or maybe you carried a bag of groceries from the car and had to stop halfway because your arms just felt too weak. What about climbing the steps to your porch or walking across the street before the light changes? Do you sometimes feel nervous you won't make it in time? These little everyday moments might seem small, but they can change the way we live. And if you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. Many people over 60 inches, the US and Canada face the same struggles. That's exactly why we need to talk about this today. Because the truth is, what feels like just getting older may actually be something much bigger. And the good news, it's not something you have to accept without a fight. Stick with me, hit the follow button so we can share and learn together, and let's dive into what's really going on with our muscles and how we can stay strong and independent for the years ahead. The problem has a name, muscle loss, or what doctors call sarcopenia. But let's skip the medical terms for a moment. What it really means is that as we age, our muscles slowly shrink and lose power. And when muscles get weaker, everything else in life feels harder. Think about it. Weaker legs mean it's harder to shovel snow in winter or push the lawnmower in summer. Weaker arms mean lifting your grandchild or carrying laundry upstairs feels exhausting. And when balance goes, even walking across the parking lot at the grocery store can feel risky. The danger isn't just physical. Muscle loss takes away something even more valuable, our independence. Falling, for example, is one of the biggest fears for older adults. A bad fall can leave you stuck in bed or dependent on others. And beyond that, many people start avoiding social activities out of fear, which leads to loneliness and even depression. So this isn't just about muscles. It's about freedom, confidence, and enjoying life without constant worry. Here's the encouraging part. Muscle loss isn't a life sentence. You can slow it down, and in many cases, you can even reverse it. The key is giving your body the right tools through food and movement. Think of it like building a house. Protein-rich foods are the bricks. But bricks alone can't make a strong house. You also need mortar, something to hold it all together. That's where activity comes in. Gentle strength training, light weights, resistance bands, even simple chair exercises can keep your muscles active and responsive. And let's be clear, you don't need to become a bodybuilder. Small, consistent steps matter most. A handful of pumpkin seeds on your oatmeal, a bowl of lentil soup for dinner, or a short walk after lunch, these choices add up. Combined with basic strength exercises, they create a powerful shield against muscle loss. The real goal isn't just living longer. It's living stronger, having the energy to travel, to garden, to dance at your granddaughter's wedding, to enjoy the freedom you've earned. So let's break it down together, what to eat, how to move, and how to keep your independence for the next 10, 20, even 30 years. Let's start with a food that many of you probably already have in your pantry, or maybe you've seen it at your local grocery store, chickpeas. Some people call them garbanzo beans, and they're the main ingredient in hummus. Now, why do these little beige beans matter so much for our muscles? Chickpeas are a quiet powerhouse. A cup of cooked chickpeas gives you about 14 grams of protein. That may not sound like a steak or a piece of chicken, but here's the catch. They don't just bring protein to the table. They come packed with fiber, magnesium, and other nutrients that work together like a team to keep your body strong. Fiber is one of those things we often forget about, but it's incredibly important as we age. It helps keep digestion smooth, it steadies your blood sugar, and it reduces silent inflammation in the body, the kind that slowly chips away at your strength without you even noticing. Think of fiber as a protective shield, keeping your body balanced while protein does its job of building and repairing muscle. Magnesium is another hidden gem in chickpeas. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't contract and relax properly. You could be eating plenty of protein, but if your body doesn't have the tools to use it, you won't see the benefit. Chickpeas give you both the raw material and the tools, which makes them especially valuable. And let's not forget how easy they are to use. You can toss them on a salad, stir them into a hearty soup, or roast them with a little olive oil and paprika for a crunchy snack. If you enjoy hummus with veggie sticks, you're already on the right track. So chickpeas aren't just a side dish, they're a smart, affordable way to protect your muscles, support your heart, and keep your energy steady. When you add them regularly into your meals, you're giving your body the strength it needs to stay active and independent. Moving on from chickpeas, let's talk about something creamy, tangy, and probably already in your fridge, Greek yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about the sugary kind with fruit syrup at the bottom. I mean plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, the kind that really fuels your body instead of just satisfying your sweet tooth. What makes Greek yogurt special is its protein density. Compared to regular yogurt, it's strained, which means most of the liquid whey and lactose are removed, leaving behind a thicker texture and nearly double the protein. Every cup of Greek yogurt can give you around 20 grams of high-quality protein. That's protein your body can absorb quickly and put to work right away. This matters even more after 60 because our muscles break down faster than they rebuild. Having protein that is easy to digest and use is like giving your body a head start in the race to keep muscles strong. And if you've ever had trouble digesting milk, you'll appreciate that Greek yogurt has much less lactose, which makes it gentler on your stomach. But the benefits don't stop there. Greek yogurt is also full of probiotics, the good bacteria that support a healthy gut. Why does that matter for your muscles? Because if your gut isn't working well, your body can't absorb the nutrients it needs. A healthy gut is like a well-paved road, making it easier for protein, vitamins, and minerals to reach your muscles. The best part is how versatile it is. You can enjoy it at breakfast with fresh berries and a sprinkle of flax seeds. Use it as a base for a smoothie or even replace sour cream in your favorite recipes. Each small choice adds up to stronger muscles and better health. So just like chickpeas, Greek yogurt is more than food. It's a simple, tasty habit that helps you stay steady on your feet, keep your independence, and enjoy everyday life with more confidence. After Greek yogurt, let's turn to something that might sound trendy but has actually been eaten for thousands of years: quinoa. You'll often find it in the health food aisle, but don't let that intimidate you. Quinoa is simply a tiny seed that cooks up fluffy like rice, and it's one of the most complete plant-based proteins you can put on your plate. Here's what makes quinoa different. Most grains give you some protein, but they're usually missing one or two of the essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. Quinoa, on the other hand, has all 9. That makes it what we call a complete protein, which means your body doesn't have to search elsewhere to fill in the gaps. For someone over 60, that's a big deal. It ensures every meal with quinoa is doing real work for your muscles. Quinoa also carries another bonus, lysine. This amino acid helps with tissue repair, supports collagen production, and even aids calcium absorption for stronger bones. In other words, when you eat quinoa, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're also helping your skin, your joints, and your bones. And the best part, it's easy to make and fits right into meals you already enjoy. You can cook it like rice, mix it with roasted vegetables, or even use it as a base for a breakfast bowl with fruit and nuts. Some people even swap quinoa into their chili or soup instead of pasta or rice. It blends right in. So while quinoa might look small, don't underestimate its impact. It's a simple way to bring balance to your diet, making sure your muscles have the full toolkit to stay strong. Just like chickpeas and Greek yogurt, quinoa proves that smart food choices don't have to be complicated, they just have to be consistent. From quinoa, let's move to something you may not have tried yet, but is worth a spot on your plate: tempeh. If you've ever seen it at the grocery store, it usually comes in a firm block, a little like tofu, but with a nuttier flavor and a heartier bite. Tempeh is made from whole soybeans that are fermented, and that fermentation process is what makes it so powerful for your health. Here's the big win. Tempeh is loaded with protein, around 20 grams in just 100 grams, which is more than 1.5 times what you'd get from eggs. And it's not just the amount of protein, it's the quality. Tempeh has all 9 essential amino acids, making it another complete protein. That means your muscles get everything they need in one simple food. But there's something else special here. Tempeh is especially rich in leucine. Think of leucine as the on switch for muscle repair and growth. After age 60, our bodies need more leucine to trigger that repair process, and tempeh gives it to you naturally. So when you eat tempeh, you're not just adding protein, you're actually turning on your body's ability to build muscle. Because it's fermented, tempeh is also easier to digest than many other soy products, and it comes with probiotics that keep your gut healthy. And as we've said before, a healthy gut means better nutrient absorption. The good news is tempeh isn't complicated to use. Slice it, marinate it, and pan fry it for a savory addition to salads or stir fries. You can even crumble it into chili or tacos as a plant-based alternative to ground beef. It soaks up flavors beautifully so it never has to taste boring. So while chickpeas, yogurt, and quinoa each play their role, tempeh adds another layer, an easy, tasty way to kickstart muscle growth and keep your body resilient. It's a small change in your grocery list that can make a big difference in your everyday strength. After talking about tempeh, let's shift to something much smaller in size, but surprisingly mighty: pumpkin seeds. You might know them as pepitas, and maybe you've sprinkled them on a salad or eaten them roasted as a snack. But these little green seeds are far more than just a topping. They're a concentrated source of muscle-friendly nutrition. Here's the first thing that stands out. Pumpkin seeds are packed with protein, around 24 to 30 grams per 100 grams, which is more than double what you get from eggs. That's a huge boost, especially for anyone trying to keep their muscles strong without always relying on meat. But what really makes pumpkin seeds shine is the extra nutrition they bring along. They're loaded with magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 minerals your muscles can't function without. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and contract smoothly. Iron delivers oxygen to your muscles so they don't tire out as quickly. And zinc supports growth and repair, keeping your recovery strong after even light activity. Together, these minerals act like a support crew, making sure the protein you eat actually does its job. Another bonus is their natural anti-inflammatory effect. As we age, low-level inflammation often lingers in the body, quietly draining our energy and strength. The healthy fats and antioxidants in pumpkin seeds fight against this, helping protect muscle tissue and reducing long-term damage. The best part, they're simple and versatile. You can toss a handful into your morning oatmeal, sprinkle them over Greek yogurt, or blend them into a smoothie for extra creaminess. Even just eating them raw, unsalted, makes for a quick, nutrient-dense snack. So while pumpkin seeds may look small, don't underestimate them. They're a convenient, affordable way to add both protein and protection to your daily diet. Like chickpeas, yogurt, quinoa, and tempeh, they prove that powerful nutrition often comes in small, everyday packages. From pumpkin seeds, let's move to something a bit different. Gluten, better known in the food world as seitan. Now, don't confuse this with gluten you've heard about in allergy conversations. For those who don't have gluten sensitivity, seitan can actually be a fantastic, budget-friendly protein source that deserves a second look. Seitan is made by washing flour dough until most of the starch is removed, leaving behind nearly pure wheat protein. The result is a dense, chewy food that looks and feels a lot like meat. In fact, many plant-based eaters call it wheat meat. And here's the key. 100 grams of seitan packs around 25 grams of protein, about twice as much as eggs. That's serious muscle fuel. What makes seitan especially useful for older adults is how lean it island. It's very low in fat and carbohydrates, which makes it easier to manage blood sugar, cholesterol, and weight. So if you've been told to cut back on fatty meats or watch your carb intake, seitan steps in as a clean alternative. And don't worry, it's not just a vegan food. Seitan has long been used in Asian cooking as a meat substitute, and today it's easy to find in American grocery stores, either in the refrigerated section or even pre-cooked and flavored. You can slice it into stir fries, grill it with your favorite barbecue sauce, or add it to soups for a hearty bite. It soaks up flavors beautifully so you can season it just like chicken or beef. Of course, it's important to remember if you do have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, this one isn't for you. But for most people, seitan is a versatile, affordable, and powerful way to keep protein high without adding extra fat. So from chickpeas to pumpkin seeds to seitan, we see a clear pattern. Strong muscles don't just come from meat, they come from smart everyday food choices that fuel your body to stay active and independent. After seitan, let's look at something tiny but incredibly powerful: hemp seeds. Don't let the name scare you. These aren't the kind of hemp you hear about in headlines. Shelled hemp seeds, often called hemp hearts, are completely safe, legal, and one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can add to your diet. Here's why they matter. Every 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds give you about 10 grams of complete protein. Just like quinoa and tempeh, they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. That means you don't have to combine them with anything else to get a full protein profile. They stand strong on their own. But protein isn't the only reason hemp seeds shine. They're rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, and the balance between the two is nearly perfect for human health. These healthy fats fight inflammation, protect your joints, and even support brain and heart function. For older adults, that's a triple win: stronger muscles, less stiffness, and better overall vitality. Another plus is arginine, an amino acid that helps your blood vessels stay flexible and your circulation healthy. Better blood flow means oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles more efficiently, giving you more energy and strength for daily tasks like gardening, walking, or carrying groceries. The best part, hemp seeds are as easy as it gets. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or scatter them on a salad. They have a mild, nutty flavor that works with just about anything. You can even mix them into baked goods or yogurt for an extra protein kick without changing the taste too much. So while hemp seeds may look unassuming, they pack a punch. They don't just help you build and maintain muscle, they also protect your heart, ease inflammation, and keep your energy steady. Adding a small spoonful each day is a simple step that leads to long-term strength and independence. After hemp seeds, let's turn to something you've probably already seen in the freezer aisle: edamame, or young green soybeans. You may have tried them at a Japanese restaurant served warm with just a sprinkle of sea salt. Simple, tasty, and surprisingly powerful for your health. Edamame delivers about 11 grams of protein per cup, making it one of the easiest ways to boost your intake without relying on heavy meats. And just like tempeh, edamame is a complete protein, which means every bite gives your muscles the building blocks they need to repair and grow. For older adults, that's exactly what helps keep legs steady and arms strong for everyday life, but edamame goes beyond protein. It's packed with vitamin K and folate nutrients that help protect your bones and support healthy blood. Strong bones and strong muscles go hand in hand, and edamame works quietly to support both. It also brings in fiber, which helps digestion and keeps blood sugar levels more stable, something many of us have to pay closer attention to after 60. The best part, edamame is incredibly easy to prepare. Just steam or microwave the pods for a few minutes, add a pinch of salt, and you've got a quick snack that's fun to eat. Or you can buy shelled edamame and toss it into salads, soups, or even stir fries. It blends well with familiar meals, so you don't need to change your cooking style to enjoy it. Edamame proves that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or fancy. With just a handful, you're giving your body plant-based, protein, bone-strengthening vitamins and digestive support. It's a small, delicious habit that can pay off in more energy, better balance, and the confidence to keep enjoying the activities you love. After edamame, let's move to something that may sound unusual, but is quickly gaining attention in the health world, spirulina. This deep blue-green algae often comes in powder or tablet form, and though it looks a little strange at first, it's one of the most concentrated sources of nutrition you can find. Here's the big headline. Spirulina is incredibly rich in protein, around 57 grams per 100 grams, which is more than 4 times what eggs provide. Of course, you won't eat 100 grams in one sitting, but even a small scoop of spirulina powder stirred into a smoothie can give your muscles a meaningful boost. And just like quinoa tempeh and edamame, spirulina contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein that's ready to fuel your body. But spirulina doesn't stop at protein. It's loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. That means it helps calm the silent inflammation that often builds up in our bodies as we age, the kind that makes joints stiff and slows down recovery. Spirulina also improves circulation by increasing nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels relax. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your muscles, giving you more stamina for walks, chores, or even a weekend hike with friends. Some studies even suggest spirulina can support the immune system and help detox the body from heavy metals. For older adults, that adds another layer of protection, keeping you resilient against illness and fatigue. The best way to use spirulina is simple. Add a spoonful to a fruit smoothie, mix it into juice, or stir it into yogurt. The taste is earthy, but when blended with berries, bananas, or citrus, it balances out nicely. So while spirulina may look unusual, it's truly a powerhouse. It offers protein, protection, and energy in one natural package. Adding a little to your routine can be a small step with a big payoff, helping you stay active, steady, and confident in your daily life. To wrap up our list, let's talk about something humble but incredibly reliable: lentils. These small, colorful legumes don't always get the spotlight, but they've been a staple food for generations across the world, and for good reason. For anyone over 60, lentils can be one of the easiest and most affordable ways to protect your muscles and overall health. Here's the first big point. Lentils are rich in protein. 1 cup of cooked lentils gives you about 18 grams of plant-based protein, which makes them one of the best muscle-supporting foods you can add to your meals. And because they also come packed with fiber, they do double duty feeding your muscles and keeping your digestion running smoothly at the same time. But the benefits go even further. Lentils are loaded with folate and iron, 2 nutrients that play a key role in maintaining healthy blood. Folate helps your body build strong red blood cells, while iron makes sure those cells carry enough oxygen to fuel your muscles. Without enough of either, fatigue sets in quickly, and even small tasks start to feel overwhelming. By adding lentils to your diet, you're helping your body stay energized and resilient. Another reason lentils are so practical is how versatile they are. You can simmer them into a hearty soup, toss them into a salad for extra texture, or cook them with spices for a warming stew. In Canadian winters, a bowl of lentil soup not only keeps you cozy, but also fuels your muscles. And unlike some superfoods that are hard to find or expensive, lentils are available in almost every grocery store and are budget friendly. So while lentils may not look flashy, they're dependable, nourishing, and effective. They bring together protein, fiber, and key nutrients in one simple package. Alongside chickpeas, Greek yogurt, quinoa, tempeh, pumpkin seeds, seitan, hemp seeds, edamame, and spirulina lentils complete the list of everyday heroes that can help you stay strong, independent, and ready to enjoy life to the fullest. We've covered a lot of ground together, from chickpeas and Greek yogurt to quinoa, tempeh, pumpkin seeds, seitan, hemp seeds, edamame, spirulina, and lentils. Each of these foods may look different, but they all share one mission: helping you protect your muscles, keep your balance, and hold on to the independence that matters most as we age. The truth is, muscle loss is not just about getting weaker, it's about losing the freedom to live the life you want. It's about whether you can carry your groceries, take that weekend walk, bend down to garden, or dance at your granddaughter's wedding without fear of falling. When we connect the dots, we see that food isn't just fuel, it's a tool to preserve our freedom and confidence. What's encouraging is that these changes don't require a complete overhaul of your diet. They're simple, everyday adjustments that add up. A scoop of Greek yogurt at breakfast, a handful of pumpkin seeds on your salad, a warm bowl of lentil soup in winter. Each choice is a building block, keeping your muscles stronger one meal at a time. Pair those choices with gentle activity, maybe light weights, resistance bands, or even just walking a little more each day, and the results can be life-changing. Think of it this way: strong muscles mean a strong life. They mean independence, resilience, and joy in the little moments. And every time you choose one of these foods, you're choosing strength, not just for today, but for the years ahead. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are already part of your diet? Which ones are you curious to try? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your story might inspire someone else watching right now. And if you're ready to take this journey seriously, hit the like button and follow this channel so we can keep learning and growing together. Let's make a promise to ourselves: aging doesn't have to mean giving up strength. It can mean eating smarter, moving more, and living fuller. Let's choose strength, let's choose independence, and let's choose a vibrant, confident life no matter our age.